To plug in the light before I started this. Hey. So, the fact that Christmas is coming and gone is a testament to how behind I am on videos. So, without further ado, let's get into this one. So, this troublemaker right here, and you guys will understand why I say troublemaker in a bit, is my 5th gen iPad Pro. For me, I got my iPad secondhand. There's no way I was paying full price for this. I'm sorry, iPads are really expensive. But I got mine specifically for my workflow as a student, and specifically as an architectural and landscape architectural student, due to the fact that some of the apps weren't available on my previous tablet. Software such as Procreate, Morpholio Trace. As a primarily Android and Windows-based user, it was a steep learning curve. I've had to learn a whole new ecosystem, a whole new way of dealing with managing data between an Apple device and a Windows device, but so far it's been pretty seamless. I found a few workarounds. I found a few things that just can't be changed, you know, unless I have a MacBook or an iPhone. So something I had to get used to off the bat was pen support. And pen support meaning it didn't come with a pen. Like my phone comes with a pen. My previous tablet, it came with a pen. The iPads, they don't come with a pen. It's a separate add-on accessory that you have to buy, and it is not cheap. So yeah, I had the iPad for a bit. I didn't have a pencil. And yeah, so far it's been going good. I found workarounds how to like incorporate it into my Windows workflow, as well as my Android workflow. I just keep like a specific app that allows me to interface with both of them. It's not as seamless as previous when I had the same device from the same company, but as a design student, it's pretty worth it. I've done 2 of my projects where I've had the AutoCAD drawing. I just export it as a PDF. I put it on Morpholio, and I'm able to draft my trees up and have them look, you know, great, put some shadows on it and stuff like that. It's pretty clutch, you know? So yeah, I mainly got my iPad specifically because of my major, because of my degree. It also helps with notes. I use GoodNotes for the note taking that I do. And sometimes I just type out on Word because I have that installed as well. But nothing too serious. As I said, I just got it, so I'm probably like the freshest one here when it comes on to the Apple ecosystem. Besides from my AirPods, those are the only Apple device I had until this one. So that's why I wanted to get a different perspective on just users who have had it probably longer than me or have had a different use case in it. So I asked my boy Josh to give his take on it, and we're gonna cut to him and see what he has to say. So in a bit.
Yo, so Joshua here. This is my 5th gen iPad Pro, 13-inch. I've had this since September 2021. This was my first iPad, but this isn't my first tablet. I had a Samsung tablet years ago, but that broke and I haven't had a tablet since. So the reason I purchased the iPad, it was actually for school. I bought a laptop, but I decided that was gonna stay in my dorm so I can run game. The reason I went with an iPad instead of a Samsung tablet or a Google tablet is that, one, I was planning to make the switch to iPhone, Apple's ecosystem. I wanted iMessage. I really wanted iMessage for some reason. I just got peer pressured into it high key. And not to mention the connectivity between Apple's devices. That was a big plus, especially when I upgraded to my new iPhone, along with all the app support. A lot of apps like DaVinci Resolve and Lightroom work perfectly on iPad, and they're more or less designed for iPad OS. So that was a huge plus in why I would get an iPad today, but the reason I got it was so I can take notes in class while I was in uni. What I also like about my iPad is that I can also use it to monitor screens. I can use it as a second screen when editing on DaVinci Resolve. You can actually like view playback on your iPad. So that's a huge clutch, because that way I can have my timeline all the way up to the max, and then I just have my iPad on the side while I'm scrubbing through footage, or even if I'm color grading. For the most part, day to day, I mainly use my iPad. I use Siri a lot to set reminders, organize my calendar. I have apps like Notion and Milanote, which I use to organize my business and create storyboards and templates. I also have this app called Cascable on my iPad. so I can use it so that when I take a picture, it can be instantly seen on my iPad. This is beneficial for like client work. So if I don't want everybody to be crowding around me, I can just say go look at the iPad. When I'm not using my iPad as a reference monitor, I do use it as a screen just to play like some anime or whatever TV show I watch, and while I do edit. This is more towards when I'm photo editing, when I don't gotta be listening to people's voice and cutting to the beat type thing. Yeah, I'm gonna pass it back to Jordan.
That's Josh's take. I don't know what he said beforehand. This was shot before his video, so hopefully he has some good takes. When it comes down to buying an iPad, in my opinion, I would say just go with what you need as a creator or a student, or with what matches your budget. Don't be peer pressured into buying the newest. The last generations are always good. It's just the newer generations probably have like that tad bit of generational leap over it, but you know, it's just one of those things that you have to deal with in buying something down the line versus buying something that just came out. I hope I gave a proper synopsis as to why I use my iPad in my field, and I hope my boy Josh gave a synopsis as to why he uses his iPad. I wanted to do a split video to prevent bias from my end, from being both the student and the creator. I wanted to get it from his perspective, being in creation solely, or at least get his perspective from creation solely, and see how it ties into what I speak of, or what I speak on as a student. So hopefully you guys like the video. Hopefully you guys like and subscribe, and I appreciate every single one of you. And that's gonna be it. So thank you so much, and we out.